Top of the morning, let's get judgy. Am I the a-hole for telling my daughter-in-law that I'll never be her mother and to leave me alone? Cue the incoming mommy issues. This is mostly about my daughter-in-law, Kat. Her mother ran out on her when she was a child and she went into foster care. According to my son, she's currently seeing a therapist. She sounds like she needs it. My issue with Kat is that she has repeatedly stomped on my boundaries. She's a very touchy person. She refused to call me by my name, only refers to me as mom. Correct her every time since I'm not comfortable being called mom by her, and I want her to use my name. There have been multiple times where she's asked inappropriate questions, mostly about why I'm not close to my own mother. For context, my mother was horrible. Kat keep pushing for details and insists I should get closer to her because family sticks together. Yeah, she's talking from an experience where she is without a family. So to her, family must stick together because that's it's more of the fantasy of a family. Yeah, she has a fantasy of a family that she has in her mind, and that's how family should be, since she hasn't had one. Since she has done from foster to foster, she has seen that how through her friends and everything, how a family is supposed to be, but she hasn't gotten down to the gritty, nitty part that you do understand that family is now and then, it's quite messed up. It's not exactly all sunshines and rainbows. Not everybody's family. Yours might be, which is a lucky thing, but that doesn't mean that everybody else's family is the same way. So, yeah. She basically tells me to forgive my mom and she doesn't understand not being close with one's parents. I have told her to drop the topic multiple times and she refuses. Basically because all of this, I'm not a huge fan of hers. I've spoken to my son about it and he asked me to be patient. I've also talked to Kat multiple times and I've asked her to respect my boundaries. She's always saying she will, but then goes right back to ignoring them. Yeah, basically overstepping boundaries. Sorry, but then the story only means sorry for so long. This is where I might be a jerk. My daughter, Sam, 20, and I are taking a weekend trip. Sam has a medical issue and needs to see a specialist a few states over. She hasn't disclosed the issue to the rest of her family yet. She plans to when she has a firm plan. Somehow, the word about the trip got back to Kat, and she called me asking why she wasn't invited. Excuse me? It's a trip of 2. Why do they have to involve you? Wait, why? How do you know about this? I haven't talked to you about this. How did you get this information in the first place? I told her it's an important trip and not a fun one. That's more answers than I would have given her. She accused me of lying, claiming it was a mother and daughter trip that she was excluded from. I told her again, this is not a girl's trip. She wouldn't let it go and started demanding that she come, saying that she's my daughter and then needs to be there. Go. The thing about being an in-law, you're only a daughter-in-law. And you're only a daughter if they accept you. If not, you're just somebody the son is married to. You have to get the approval first. You do not just go jump in 2 feet and demand the approval. I said no again. She kept insisting, saying I'm her mom and she needs to come. I'm her mom and she needs to come on this trip since she's my kid. That's when I snapped. Again, you held it back. Eventually you had to snap because you kept allowing her to do that. Eventually it's going to get too much. I told her I'd never be her mother. Just because she married my son does not make me her parent. I told her to leave me the mom alone, and that even if it was a mother and daughter trip, she still won't be invited because she isn't my kid. I then hang up. The crash out was valid because it sounds like you put boundaries. Try to communicate in a sincere way. Then now it seems like the only thing she listens to is you being direct. And being direct does not often come up nice. Yeah. My son says I need to apologize and invite her. No. Your son needs to check his girlfriend. Your son needs to separate the two. Because clearly they're not getting along. If you try to force them to cohabit, it's not going to work out well for you. So you as the man should just know that I'm going to keep them separate. If you love this woman and really want to keep her in your life, just know that you can go visit your mom. Just try to avoid having your mom and your wife next to each other. Well, she's a girlfriend now, but if you aiming for her to become a wife, just make sure they're separate all the time. Yeah. Says that I'm a huge to her. That I was out of the line and need to make it up to Kat. The situation has spread to the rest of the family and everybody seems to have their own opinion. Sam is getting flagged too, which isn't helping since she doesn't want to disclose the reason for the trip yet. Am I being an a-hole and need to apologize even though those are my true feelings on her trying to make me her parent? No, you're not the a-hole in whatsoever. Somebody consistently ignores your boundaries, you're gonna eventually go on and decide, no, I don't want this person in my life. And that's precisely what's gonna happen. You're gonna give them distance, but you decided to crash out. The crash out was not really necessary, but I can understand the feelings of being in that certain place of, hey, I've been saying this, leave me alone. Yeah. Anyway, cheers.